on the couch with Simon Spears. Simon, you're going to do a little demonstration for us.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, I've nicknamed this the Crackle Box, but tell me a little bit about it. Let's get a little bit more technical.
Well, the objective here is to actually show that no matter how good you think your mains is in your house, there's actually a lot of noise in the main system, which is created by things that are connected to the house, inside the house. Power supplies, low voltage power supplies, particularly bad, microwave ovens, anything that can then end up sending digital noise or noise back into the mains. That noise then comes out of every socket in the house, including the sockets that you've connected your expensive TVs to, your expensive audio systems, and more importantly in our industry, custom installation, that you've connected your entire control system to. So that noise gets into the equipment and it's not good. So what this little box here does is actually demonstrates how much noise is coming out of the mains in your house.
Very cool.
It's a very kind of audible presentation, not good for film, but you'll be able to hear it. So I've connected to this audio prism to just a mains block coming from the regular mains.
Right.
And when you turn this thing on, you start hearing the digital noise.
Okay, yep, snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop. And actually this is not that bad compared to some of the ones I've seen and heard, even in this building. And you would think, here at Mercedes World, that they would have absolutely clean power with no problems, and they do. The noise is not coming from the mains are coming into the building, it's coming from stuff that's connected to the system in the house. So Furman, one of the things we do, what we have in all of our products actually, is noise filtering, very linear noise filtering that can take that out. So if I now plug this same thing into the Furman piece and turn this on, and now the noise completely silent. So just by adding a 200-pound AC conditioner from Furman, we've reduced the digital noise from the system, and it's going to make your TV look better. It's going to make the sound better from the audio equipment, and it's going to increase the longevity of the equipment that's connected to it.
Yeah, because I think that's really interesting. Because that's not something I realised, but that it can really affect the life of appliances.
Absolutely. Little ICs now are very sensitive to the noise in the electrical system. If you can reduce the amount of noise going to those ICs, they'll last longer. And the system will last longer, so it's a good thing for the longevity of the system. But it's not all Furman does. We build this noise filtering into all of our products, but we also build protection against lightning, sharp voltage spikes. We protect against surges in the mains, which can occur from time to time, and protect the equipment against that. Non-sacrificial, so the system will close down, but when the power resumes its normal level, the system turns back on again. And finally, probably the most important thing we do for the custom installation industry is we have equipment now which you can put in a rack. The rack that will include typically cable TV, sat boxes, routers, things that we know from time to time are going to crash for different reasons. And the client's simply going to pick the phone up when that happens and call the guy that installed it and said, hey, I got a problem, my TV's not working or the internet's not working.
So you've got to trek out.
So you've got to trek out there or try to explain over the phone how to fix it. Well, we've got a system which enables you remotely via the internet to go into that system, into that product, and sequence all of the components off, or just pick the one. If it's a sat box, turn it on and off remotely. We can even actually program it so that every night you can turn the entire rack off, turn it back on again, and make sure that the router's now clean and clear, as cache is cleared, and the cable boxes are all reset. Saving installers tons of money and keeping the clients happy. In fact, a client calls, says, hey, my system's down, the TV stopped working. You can actually say to the client, stand in front of the rack, we're going to show you how we're going to remotely reset that for you and get your system back up and running. And for clients, it's pretty cool to be able to demonstrate that. So we do a couple of versions of that. We do one with an uninterrupted power supply, so that if the power goes off completely, the equipment still keeps running, and then sends you an email saying the power's gone down, what do you want to do? You say, well, I want to turn this equipment off, that one off, but leave the router going, see if the power comes on. If it doesn't, then we turn it off gently and turn it back on again later. All built into a range of Furman products that start at 200 and go up to a couple of grand.
Okay, brilliant. Well, it's a great product, and I think all installers can agree, if you can save money and time, that's pretty aces. Yeah, no, good luck with it. And is there anything else on the stand that's of interest? If I was rocking up?
I think that's it for Furman right now. We do make this prism analyzer, which looks a bit Heath Robinson and old because it's been around for 20 years, but it does the same job. But we do make these available to dealers and installers so that they can demonstrate exactly the same thing to clients who are typically very sceptical. Everybody believes that their power in their house is really good and clean, and you know, England's been doing it for a long time, so we know what's going on. But trust me, every house in the world has this problem.
Absolutely.
So, anyway, thanks for having me. Cheers.
Cheers, Simon.
Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Click below to subscribe and be sure to follow Inside CI on Twitter, Facebook and Google+.